All right, hello everybody, and welcome to today's Devstream. We have our character of the day, Iracure, I think is how you say his name. I don't know how to say his name, to be honest. I made the names, but I don't know how to say them. Anyway, let's get into what we're doing today. So we're going to be continuing working on this options menu. And I left myself a little note in the image that I need to even these out. So let's start with that. And something I just realized is I did not cue up the music. Let me do that real quick. Uh, that is not the right button. There we go. And cue. There we go. Now we have music. Okay, now we'll jump into it. All right. So let's see here. Let's measure this out. Why is my tool not working here? Okay, so this is having a glitch. Let's just save it, and then we'll have to reopen that because that is glitching. Where is it at? Here we go. There. Now the tool's working. So we'll measure from here down to here. Let's verify that that did measure correctly. Well, I got one extra pixel here, it looks like, but that's 350, so it'd be actually what I actually probably need to do is measure the whole length like this. So that's 913. So 913 divided by 3. Actually, I probably don't want to measure from there. I want to measure from here. Okay. So that's actually 907 divided by 3. 302.33. So probably the two outside ones will be 302, and the inner one will be a little bit, one pixel bigger. So 302 is where we want this to end. So we want this to end right there. So let me get on the right layer, grab that color. And crap. I should have gone one go lower, because that's not right. So this would be right there. Grab this color. And I don't even want to do that. Let's not do that. So what I'm actually going to do is, number one, fill this in, get rid of that. Number two, let's select all of this. And then I need to find my mark. There it is. And we'll move this till it just slightly covers it up. There we go. That should be right there. Except for that arrow went a little bit too far, so I need to clean that up if I can get to it. There we go. Let's clean this excess of the arrow up. I hope chat is, how's chat doing? I hope chat is doing fine today. Okay, let's see here. Let's measure this out and see if we're at 302 by any luck. Nope, we're at definitely lower than 302. So we want it to go to right there. Grab this color. Yep. Okay, and now what I want to do is grab across this way. Like that. Find my mark. Then we'll pull this up and just cover it like that. Okay. That's good and even now. We can go ahead and save. Okay. That is that. So I do generally like this. So let's make a legit version of this. Hey Anton, keep on screwing that up. How you doing, Anton? I almost screwed it up again. Do I like this size, though, is the question. What do you think about this size? I mean, obviously this is just roughed out. But do you think this is a good size for the volume slider? Or do you think I should go and use a space out here? Or do you think I should leave this empty spot? And if I leave that empty spot, do you think I should move all of this over and center this? And the answer to that would be probably. That way there'd be blank space on both sides. Do you think it would look better if it was longer or if it was just centered like that? I'm kind of digging the centered with the blank space on both sides. Now the question is does the center look better than like an extended, like filled out version? Let me. Yep. So which one felt better, the centered or the long? I like the centered personally. Yeah. Yep, I agree. More breathing room. Made it feel better. Makes me want to take some of this breathing room out right in here, maybe. So it just felt like too much there, and then center this a little bit better. This is still just a roughing out kind of thing, at least on this part. I think we could do with a little bit less space in here. And that I don't know what other options we're going to have. So that's definitely an issue we're going to run into today. That I'll have to try to figure out as best as I can. It's hard doing UI without having code for it. Luckily, we started getting code for the deck builder and deck selector in there. So tomorrow at the dev chat, when you guys are playing it, to whoever shows up to the dev chat anyway, which will be the same time as the stream tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central Time, which is 3:18 Central Time right now. But whoever comes to it will be playing it. And supposedly the deck builder is going to be in this version. And I say supposedly because I haven't, you know, that's what my programmer says. And I don't know if it's actually going to be a reality or not, because I haven't gotten to play it right out. But yeah, should be interesting, hopefully. So let's see here. This is the only part that was actually polished in here, so let's just move this out. Are you on the Discord, Antoine? Anton? I screwed it up again. Damn it. Maybe if this is the same height as the E, this might be good. Well, now's the perfect time to join because tomorrow will be the dev chat. And we will be playing the Neon Continuum. You can come over and play. Although the game doesn't look as good as the art does right now. But in the end, it'll look a lot better than the art does. At least in some aspects, because it'll actually have real glowing in it instead of just me faking it. And it'll have animations and all kinds of other cool stuff. But for now, it does not look as good as my art mockups, or as complete, because most of this stuff isn't in there. That's what happens when programming is so far behind everything else. Like, let me see here. So, you know, the normal game, well, I'm on the game screen right now, but it's not really that clear visible. That's what it looks like in my art mockup. But in screenshots, let's see here if I can find one of the more recent ones. I think this is one of the more recent ones. That's what it looked like at the moment in game. Well, one of the more, you know, in the moment. That's an actual screenshot. You can see the cool glow here and how the card outlines glow, whatnot, but it's still lacking some assets. Alignment issues. You can see there's little gremlins down here. There's no discard piles or chat over here. Everything's spaced out wrong, you know. All kinds of issues, but you know. You can like if you can see a big difference between this intern button with the real glow and my fake glow over here on my intern button. That looks way better. And you can see a big difference from the old card backs here with the glow and the old card backs here. I haven't got the new card backs in engine yet because, again, you know, everything's behind schedule, but you can see the well, that's not technically the newest version of the old card backs, but it's close enough. You can see that changed vastly in the engine. So like when everything gets an engine, it'll look way better. But things are not in engine properly right now because like if you look at this side, there's not enough space over here to put these discard piles or this chat. Because like the end of this comes out to be about right in here. And of course you can see like, yeah, like there's just so much blank space over here and there's like nothing over here. And like the profiles aren't in there. The energy cards are not in there. Specifically not the new ones or the old ones. But yeah. And right now only the time travel faction is in there deck wise. And as of last time, you couldn't build your deck, but supposedly the deck builder and the deck selector will be in this new version that we'll be playing tomorrow on the Discord. So yeah, now would be the perfect time to join. Let's see here. Let's see here. That is 6:05. And if I were to do stuff like this, which is 6, and if I were to put 8 of those in there, okay, let me do some math here. If we were to do 6 times 8 of those would be 48, and this is 605, so if we take 605 minus 48 equals that, and then if we were to divide that into 10 sections, I believe, because there would be 8 dividers, technically 10 if you count that. No, it would be 9 because there wouldn't be a space between 2 of them. So if we divide that by 9, that'd get us 61.5 pixels. So if we do 62 pixels, that should get us close, and then we'll just extend the in a little bit. So let's do 62. That's what I said, right? Yeah, 62. 62 pixels comes out to be right there. And I will put an orange mark right there. And then we'll grab this, copy, paste. I don't like that. Now then, to make this job easier, I don't have to keep on counting this out. If I do it like this, that'll make it a lot easier. Like so. I'm definitely afraid for tomorrow's dev chat because that deck builder has not been tested at all. I haven't given it a little try or anything yet, and going to hopefully give it a try today so we can do any kind of last second fixes before tomorrow. But I'm definitely scared on it. Okay, there we go. Now the question is this 10 sections? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, well, 10. Let me just put some numbers here so that we can verify. Not that big of a number though. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not 5 again. 6, 7, 8, 9, and just turning up to 20. 9, 10. Okay, that's 10 notches. Good, good, good. Now then, we can take this, we'll cut that, we'll put this on a new, come on, new layer, and we'll call this slider, not to be confused with the hamburger slider. Like so. And what in the world is this? I don't know what that is. Options, menu, background. Oh, I know what it is now. The speck of dirt on my monitor. That's funny. Okay. Let's now make sure this is all centered. Let's grab it right here. So there are a few pixels that go out there. And I believe there's more pixels that go out on this side. What you're talking about is making these lines here a little bit shorter. I did think about that, but I haven't done anything with it. But from what you're saying, it probably needs it, since you're mentioning it. How much smaller do you think they need to be, though, is the question. Cut off maybe 7 pixels. Like that. What do you think about that? When you're answering that, I'm going to move this in a bit. Try to get this more centered. Move that in by 1 more pixel. Grab this and move this in by, I think, like 2 pixels. Okay, that is now officially centered. So do you like it better with the smaller lines in there? Or the centered lines? With the full-size lines on the outside? Okay. Let's go ahead and give it a save. Issue is, we're going to have issues of spacing once we get the real font in here, as well as once we get translations in here. I'll have to pass that problem over to the programmer, have him solve it. Yeah, that's another trick. Now then, the question is would you make these lines longer, or would you make these lines shorter? Or would you alternate these lines, like where this one doesn't pop out the bottom, this one doesn't pop out the top, or something like that? Because we could do it that way too. But I think this slider needs to move up a little bit. I think it needs to be above that mark right there. Okay, this seems good there. Now, give her a save. You know, I think I might want to redo this entire slider. Because this in so many ways does not go with our aesthetic. Because our aesthetic has all these angled lines. So what if I were to take all these lines and turn them into angled lines? I think that might look far, far better. What do you think? Because that would probably match everything a lot better. So we have angled lines here, we have angled lines here, here. Alright, so what would be the easiest way to do this? Actually, a modification of what I have here might be the best. The easiest way, rather. I mean, the best way would just been doing it to start. That is not the right layer. This layer. It also might have been better just to do this to one and then just copy and paste. Unsure which way would be better. Quicker. But we've already committed to this one, so we'll stick with this one for now. I could probably just copy, paste, and invert to do the other side. Invert and flip, probably. Unsure, I'd have to look at it, but that'd probably be the quickest way. And then I'll still have to address, it still won't be right after that because the center will be still square. So I'll have to do some doctoring and moving around after that. But that'll get a lot of it done. With minimum fuss. Come on. Gets all those center lines done. And of course this is going to completely screw up all of my centering that I just did. Which is freaking great. 2 steps forward, 5 steps backwards. But we're going to get a better result for it. That did not move. There we go. Okay. Now that we got that, let's grab this. We'll copy this. We'll paste it on another layer, and then we'll flip this vertically. Where did it go? There it is. Yeah, it does. And then we'll flip this horizontally. Oh, no. And what in the hell happened to my E? Where did my E screw up? Oh, jeez. There's where my E screwed up. And then we just paste. Okay. Now that that E is prepared. Okay, now we take this and we... I just want to do the layer. I mean, we could do sort of arrows like that. I don't know if I like that. Nope. I only want to do the layer, not the whole thing. So then, this can come up and in about like so-ish. So that now I come over here and I can delete all of this. And you can see now what I was saying about the center being off. That is kind of a cool look though. That center being off. Maybe that might be a happy accident. I don't know. What do you think about that center being off? That looks pretty dang cool. With that center being off. Before we decide, let me do what I was intending to do, and then we'll see how it looks after that. And then go from there. We may just undo it back to where it is now. But it doesn't hurt to continue forward and try it out. Yeah, it does. Not necessarily the look we're going for, though. Aren't you moving? Because I'm on the wrong layer, that's why. That would explain why it's not moving. Well, I see two issues. Well, really one issue that's done twice. Because it's on this bottom as well as this top up here. Oh, excuse me. Surprise sneeze. And that broke the music. Oh, there we go. Okay, that issue is fixed now. Now to fix the issue I created from doing that. Or the issues, because I messed up this E for one. And number two, this is now off. I'll grab all of that and I move that in. And that should fix all of that, yep. Now then, I need to come out of this. Okay. There we go. That is what I was intending. So do you like this kind of layout better, or do you like the lightning bolt looking things with the flat side in there? Either way, the slider is going to have to be changed, because the slider doesn't go with either one. Alright, sounds good, Anton. I think I like this version better than the lightning bolt looking one. The lightning bolt definitely felt more unique though. You know what? I'm going to save this as 29. And then I'm going to undo this and get that lightning bolt back. Let's save this as 29 lightning. All right. Let's see here. This layer can be merged down. Now I need to do something about the slider. Sliders gotta change. And how? We want to change it is the question. And there's a lot of the sound at the end of that song. So, So what I think I want to do is just start over from scratch on this. Find that bottom place. About there. Let's see here. Does that line up? Yep. What about this up here? Does this line up? Almost. One more. So this is, how thick is this? I kind of like this thickness, 16. So, where'd it go? There we go. If we do 16 here, and then we bring this up. Do that, and then fill that in. And then we delete this old one. How does this fill the slider? It honestly feels too tall. Let's cut a few pixels off of this. Like that. It still feels too tall. Let me see here. How does this line up with the bottom of this? Oh, it doesn't go down far enough either. So let me pull this down a few pixels. One more pixel. Alright. There we go. How does this fill the slider now? It feels... Still feels a bit too tall. Let's chip a couple pixels up here. It's still a bit taller than that. 9 pixels. Let's try it out now. See how it feels. I think it still feels too tall. And that 3 pixels off of it. How does it feel now as a slider? Don't know, a lot better. What about when you turn everything up to max? That feels pretty decent. Okay. Let's save this. We'll just call this 30 for the sake. Of simplicity. So one thing I want to try is every other. One like this being deleted. There we go. Not like that. And that. Let's save this as top, bottom. And then I'm going to undo all that. And what I'm going to try now is in here, and we're going to take, let's see here. How big is this? 16. I don't want to take 8, so maybe just take 6. 6 over there. And 6 over there. And then we'll take 6 up here. And 6 over there. We'll take 6 over here. And 6 over there. Do the same thing here. And that'll be that one. We'll call this, I guess, sides. And then we're going to undo all that. And then what I'm going to do is something a little bit different here. We take off of everyone, but we alternate which side we take off of. Okay, that's 6 there. And 6 there. And I just noticed we're right at time. So, right after I finish all of these orientations kind of thing, we'll end it. I don't know, I might do a few more after this one, but we'll be ending shortly. Come on. There we go. And I'll call this one angles. Okay. Is there something else I want to try? Not that I can think of at the moment. So, I guess we'll end the stream here. Thank you everybody for watching, and until next time, come to the Dev Chat tomorrow. Until then, see you next time. Till then, I'm out.